Alright, today's topic is function tables. The first definition that you need is linear equation. I'm going to highlight the word line because linear equations are equations that form a line. Here's an example right here. We have y equals 3x plus 1. So we have x and y on different sides, and both x and y are raised to the power of 1. Solutions of a linear equation are ordered pairs that make the equation true. So going back to our example, y equals 3x plus 1, if we plug in 2 for x, 3 times 2, which is 6 plus 1, gives you the y value, the output, 7. Alright, let's try an example. Notice how it says step 1, choose convenient or easy values for x. We'll do -1, 0, 1, and 2, because all those numbers are easy to work with. Don't forget, anytime that you plug numbers in, draw your parentheses. So I'm just plugging the numbers in for parentheses. Take the x value, so we have +1, so that goes in for x. Okay, so now we'll simplify. When you have two negatives together, don't forget that makes a big plus sign. 1 plus 8 would give you 9. So now we create an ordered pair by putting the x and y together. We have -1, +9. 0 wouldn't have a sign, so that negative won't affect us, but we'll add 8 to that to get 8. So the next ordered pair would be 0 and 8. This time we have -1 plus 8. Your answer will be positive because 8 is bigger than 1 and 8 is positive, so we'll get +7. And the last ordered pair is -2 plus 8. So we have a positive and negative. 8's bigger. Subtract them. You get 6. Now let's plot the points. You can always check yourself. If your points do not form a line, that means that you've messed up and need to go back and check your work. Start at the origin, go over the -1, go up 9. 0, 8, stay at 0, go up 8. +1, +7, go over 1, up 7. Over 2, up 6. So that does form a line. So that means that we got the equation or the function right. Let's try another example. Alright, example number 2. This time we have y equals -2x minus 2. So draw your parentheses. So -2. This time for x, we'll plug in 0. So -2 times 1 minus 2. -2 times -1 minus 2. -2 times 2 minus 2. Alright, so we'll come over here and show the work. So we have -2 times 0 minus 2. So that gives you 0 minus 2, which is -2. So the first order pair will be 0, -2. -2 times 1 minus 2 would be -2 minus 2, which is -4. So we have the next order pair is 1, -4. So -2 times -1, which is +2, minus 2, which would be 0. And then the last example is -2 times +2 minus 2. Negative times a positive is a negative. Just in case you forget, you can draw your triangle. Negative times a positive leaves you with a negative sign. Negative 4 minus 2 will give you negative 6. Okay, so don't forget, this time they ask for domain and range. Don't forget Dr. XY, so domain goes with the X. So we'll write our X values. We'll put those in numerical order, so negative 1, 0, 1, 2. Then we have 0 with negative 1, negative 2 with 0, negative 4, and negative 6. So now we'll plot those points. And remember, if it doesn't form a line, we need to go back and check our work. Okay, 0, negative 2, 1, negative 4, negative 1, 0, and 2, negative 6. That looks good. So connect the points. And we have a line.